Okay, so where was I?
We're just figuring out the roll. So what am I rolling, Phil?
So if you got it, then go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
think
We're
it's
basically
just
using one of the two skills.
You can you take whatever my skill. You take the combination that gives you most dice.
So I'm doing
You're
like
using at least one of yours.
Two
you have to
green
use at least
and
one.
one.
Yeah,
Two
so
green and one yellow.
I think that's. Is that better than just? Yeah, I think that's what you have to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's whichever gives you the
Yeah.
better roll. So, Phil, your skill is
1. My
One.
I'm rank 1 in coercion.
and what's your the stat
0.
on that?
3.
No.
But Jake has.
So Jake has 0, and then his cunning is what?
2.
Oh, that's not cunning, is it? It's
It's willpower.
Willpower, and your willpower is 2, right? So
Correct.
you'd want your 2 willpower and his 1
Proficiency.
Yeah.
1 proficiency. I think that's the best you can get is
Okay.
1
Also,
green.
is Biff there? Hello, Biff.
No, you guys remember y'all went.
I'm here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that he could still speak because he was breaking up. Okay.
Okay.
And
yeah.
And can I
Okay.
can I do it as an easy check since I got him pinned?
Yes.
Or
yes,
is it?
Yeah, it's definitely an easy check.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll then. Let's see what we got here, dude. All right. Two successes, 1 advantage.
He goes, I don't do that sort of stuff. I don't do that sort of stuff. He goes, I don't ask questions. I don't care what people ship. He goes, it's if they're shipping slaves, I'm not involved in it. I move crates. I just move crates. And you continue pressing. He will not admit to doing any slaving, any slavery or anything of that form. But I do have a group of people are coming back tonight, and they have 3 containers they're dropping off, and I don't know what's in them. I didn't ask questions. I've never seen them before. Maybe they're what you're looking for. I don't know. But he goes, they paid me well to not ask questions. That's why I charge my fees, and that's all you're going to get out of him. He's obviously very scared.
Right.
But he will not admit to being a slaver, only to not asking questions when people bring him things, and pay him very well to deliver them to places.
So he's got people coming tomorrow to
later
load stuff up?
that night.
Later that night. Okay.
Yes.
So I think we would like to use your services tonight. Do you have a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Excellent.
In fact, I don't even need to be here, right? You guys can deliver it and deliver your cargo, and I can have a drink at the bar, right? While y'all do this.
Good idea.
He gleans on pretty quickly what you guys are leaning toward. Just don't destroy anything on the shelves. That's already been paid for. And he tells you the time. It's your classic after midnight, dark of night. It's really hard to be dark on a space station, but when most people are in their sleep cycle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that he is supposed to meet 3 people, or he's just not supposed to meet 3. I'm sorry, he's supposed to meet people for 3, bringing 3 crates or 3 pieces of cargo, and that's all he knows. So, now to you guys, and he's like, now leave me alone, and get off of me.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for Phil's signal. In fact,
Let's go.
What should I do with this one, boss?
He's cool. Let's go.
You're lucky, human.
And then I'm gonna let him up, and I'm gonna walk behind Phil.
Okay, he scurries off to his back to his little offices, and you're not sure. He might call the guild. You just don't know.
Right.
But he definitely ran off. You suspect, based on everything, that he's not going to say a word. It's not really in his business. It's his best interest to start yelling to the security when anybody comes in there that's a teensy bit suspicious. So, so
now we're walking back.
That's Blaso's. You now have at least some idea of something going down later that evening.
Oscalet, what do you think? Should we get in on that this evening? Should we go back and get Kurt?
Yes, let's prepare for this evening.
All right, let's move out.
Let's go back.
Okay, so let's meet up at the Or should we just skip that and get Kurt and then come right back for the evening? What do you think?
If y'all have something to discuss, y'all can meet back up. If not, we can screen wipe to the later that evening.
Okay.
So up to you guys.
Yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
guess
let's. Yeah, I'm good to screen wipe to getting
I
ready.
am too, because we already heard the information that you gave to Kurt, like his incredible hacking skills was very
Right.
awesome. So now
Right.
we all have that information. Is that okay with you, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's roll. Let's do it.
All right. Are we going with Osculit's plan here? Putting
What
Kurt
exactly
in-
is my plan? What do you think my plan is?
Oh, shoot.
So, Husklet, what's the play here? What are you proposing to do from this point?
Well, we have several individuals who we think are slavers planning to load what we think are slaves on this transport. So, we could try to
They're not exactly going
hand
to.
over Kurt, I suppose. I don't know if our original plan will work.
I don't think it will, and take it from someone.
Maybe they can buy him at a discount?
What are you trying to say?
Slightly used. We have a slightly used mechanic. Sure.
He's got a limp, but he can get the job done.
He's very fertile. He'll impregnate
Oh,
many
I don't know about that.
others. Take it from someone who knows a little bit about slaving operations. This probably will not work. If I was there in that hangar and a couple of people came up to me with a quote unquote slave for a discount price, it's not something I would not find immediately suspicious.
Yes, that's my thought. I don't think that original plan will work. So we have to come up with an alternative.
We could get there and ambush them and break open the crates and see what they're hauling, but then we run the risk of not getting in for any information. It might just turn into a bloody firefight or fist fight. Or we could just go and spy and see what they do, see if we can hear them say anything before we jump out and attack. I'm not sure. Kurt, what do you think?
So I like the idea of casing the joint, watching the drop off, and if they do in fact turn around and leave, we could always go down once they've left and crack open the crate and see what's in there and get some intel that way.
Askla, what do you think?
I'm wondering what the best way that we can determine whether the Empire was involved in this operation or not. For that, we need to connect these slavers to the Empire.
Well, in that case,
freeing several newly captured slaves, although nice, would not accomplish that goal.
we need to take one of the alleged slavers. I guess the real question is this, Oscalit. How much do you trust Lieutenant Clayson and his intel?
It's coming together. I mean, these individuals do seem shady. They do seem like they're engaging in illicit activity.
If we are going to go off of Lieutenant Clayson's intel and that Rodian, which we, made him soil himself and to give us that information, if we're going to trust that information, then I would almost say we have a low risk to go in there and really mess things up, grab the alleged slavers, and open their crates. The worst outcome is that we are wrong and mistaken, and that they're not, and then I could always dispose of the bodies and the evidence if you need me to.
I say yes. We go to the hangar. We intercept them at the drop. When they're dropping off these, what we think are slaves, we first confirm that they are slaves. Then we apprehend some of these individuals. Find out who they were, where they were planning to bring these slaves. And then we can follow the thread back to the Imperials or wherever it goes. We need information from them. That means they must be alive, Slashik.
I understand what you are saying.
Do you
to me
understand
right now.
what it means to fight someone and still have them
I
live after you're done?
understand
I
what
don't
you
know
are
if
saying
that's
right
a
now.
concept you understand. I know you are very good at bisecting humanoids. You do understand that we will need to employ
Often.
less lethal means, correct?
Often, I understand. I've heard you once. I've heard you 1,000 times. My shoulder was damaged. The captain.
Yes,
you know,
yes, yes.
Okay, whatever. I will be very, very gentle.
That's so funny.
All right, so
I say we move out. We better move quickly because
New
otherwise
plan.
we're going to miss our
we go
rendezvous.
to the
New
hangar.
plan.
I say we pose as loading crew. Maybe new recruits. We talk to them. I have a hand scanner. I think. Yes, I have a hand scanner in my backpack. We could use this to scan the crates and determine whether there are living humanoids inside. And I think if we see that, then we can assume that they are slaves.
So then that sounds good to me. How about if we get there early enough, I hide while you two pose
Yes,
as the
you
cargo
should
people.
hide.
Put
Good
me in
idea.
a crate right nearby. I can assist if you need it.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I would throw out is Oscalate, you keep them entertained. You keep talking to them. Let
I'm
me
good
do
at
the
talking.
scanning. I've got a scanner as well. I can,
Excellent.
and I can put it on my utility belt so I can really look the part of a loader.
Yeah, he'll definitely look like somebody who knows what he's doing around technology.
Good.
And hopefully what I'll try and do is scan it without them noticing that I'm scanning the
Discreetly.
crate.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
try to
discreetly.
distract them.
Do we want to have a code word or some kind of a signal if I actually do detect that there are life forms in the crate?
Yes. I think that, well, it should be something that you would rarely say in the normal course of conversation. Maybe saying a strange word that no one had heard before, but might be taken as a local colloquialism. Say, oh, it just looks like a sack of potatoes to me.
I love it. That's great. It's a great idea.
I will have to one day bring you to Trandosha and show you the exotic potato plant trees. It's just fantastic. They're not even roots.
Yes,
they're
these
plants.
potato trees.
Plant
Interesting.
Potato plant trees. That's right. It's in the native tongue. Potato.
That's right.
In Trandosha.
Potato.
Oh
That's
my.
fruit.
I
I
think
say
we have a game
go
plan
to
here.
the hangar.
Okay.
We go to the hangar. We wait until our Rhodian friend leaves, and then we move in.
Yep.
Okay.
So the plan, I think you heard obviously all that.
Yes. Yep. So you guys can make your way there. Not a big deal. You know how to get there. You have been given a time of when they are planning to be there. So
We can be
you
there
get there
before them.
well in advance of that. When you get there, Blaso's like, "I'm out. I'm leaving. He veers as far away from the Trandoshan as he can.
I love Bless.
Very weary of you. And he said, "Just remember, don't break anything. You know, this costs money." And
Can we actually tell, or not tell him, ask him, just say like, we'll try not to break anything. Just give us a big crate to fit me in, kind of a thing.
you can find one.
Okay.
There are empty ones.
Okay.
That don't have lids on them yet. You know,
Do they have air holes? Do they have something you can see out of?
No, these aren't for transporting live cargo.
My axe will make an air hole. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
You can just leave the lid cracked. I don't know.
Okay, so what? So
The
you guys are
axe
going to
is
show up
terrible.
and set up an ambush. What are you doing when these guys will a group of individuals will show up at the appointed time? What are you guys doing when they get here.
I'm going to be in the crate. It's the easiest. I'm going to be in the crate nearest to where they should be, or you're going somewhere, that Phil and I'm sorry.
Well, you guys can move crates around. There's lifts around. There are things to move crates. That's what this place does. So if you want to set crates up in certain places for your own advantage, then you can do so now. You have time to prepare. You've gotten there early enough to.
Right. So I think that Jake should be in a crate on the opposite side, like the entrance to this hangar from the station proper. Is there like space? Is that like in the middle of the rectangle of the?
It's along the it's close to the end, but there is room between the door and the wall that it's next
I think
to.
that's where that's where Slashik should be, so he can attack them from
Flank
behind,
them.
probably.
Yep.
Right.
All right. I'm drawing a box here and putting an S on it.
Okay.
Okay. And
Lizard in a box, classic ploy.
Yes.
Classic. Classic.
Why would we go away from what works?
It's the Trojan lizard.
Just remember not to put another box on top of it. That might cause a problem if you guys are moving things around.
Right. And that's basically what I think we should be doing. Is we should be moving crates onto the freighter when they arrive.
Okay. Okay. So if you two are going to be moving crates, I guess on and off, or I'll make the suggestion out of character that Biff be moving the crates on, and the box be there with like the equivalent of a clipboard. Yeah. So
you want them to approach the Bothan. You don't want to be approaching the guy running the forklift.
Yep. Okay. So all set. Everybody good?
All good.
All right. Around about, let's call it 1 a.m. I don't know what times we use in the Star Wars universe, but think of it as 1 a.m.
After sleepy time.
After sleepy time, deep into the night cycle. 4 individuals walk in. One, noticeably the leader of the group, and the other 3 kind of just milling around behind him. He strides in purposefully, and the other 3 just kind of linger in. All 3 are human. You come to expect that. Malibor system is a human heavy system, so it's not unusual for most groups to be human. It's the occasional other species that you'll run into. They walk in. They stop, 10, 15 feet inside the door, inside the entrance. And the leader looks around. He's like, "Where's Blaso?" He yells out, "Blaso, where the hell are you? Get your ass out here!" And that's what he does.
Oh boy,
this is
not
sir,
great.
sir.
Who the hell are you?
Welcome.
Where's Blaso?
Blasto is attending to a personal emergency at his home, unfortunately. But he has asked me to, I'm a friend of his. We go way back. I'm helping him out in the meantime. Do you have business here?
What is the lying one? Is that
that is deception, I think.
That is deception. All right, give me a
Dude, I'm like shaking. This is like nerve-wracking.
give me an average one, but with 1 black die, and I will tell you why. You guys didn't really do a lot of research. Blaso lives here.
No, shit.
So he caught wind of it. He's like, huh? He lives here. That's what he's thinking in his head. So just give me an average one, but with 1 black die.
Okay, average 1 black. 1 second.
Setback die, I should say.
Crap.
Don't don't shake too much, because I don't want that crate rattling.
Okay.
I'll have to come over and give you a diagnostic check.
Deception.
You pick that crate up next.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Triumph.
Oh, hold up. Remember, you can use Destiny before you roll if you haven't.
I'm good. I mean, this is
needs it.
my speciality.
Yeah, I
good
thought
at
it was, but
so I barely pulled it out anyway. It's 1 triumph and 1 threat.
Whew.
he scratches his chin. You know, he's like, "You really must be new." And let me guess, he's out drinking somewhere again, isn't he?
Well, you know, Rhodians, I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
Trying to keep Blasto's good name and everything.
Yeah, right. Good name. He motions to the three guys behind him, bring them in. And they give not salutes, but yeah, whatever, boss. And they walk back out into the hallway. If you give them a minute, you see them coming back in. Each of them pushing. I can only think of them as like a hand, like a dolly sort of deal with the hand cart. Each of them with what looks like a trash dumpster, or trash dumpster in this world. Not gigantic, huge industrial trash dumpster, but the kind of one you'd see like a truck come and pick up on Earthworld. Does that make sense? Like you'd see behind a restaurant. You see each one of them pushing one of those in. They look like trash containers. They're covered in stains, tons of graffiti of every nomenclature you could think of. And they're pushing these in. And the guy at the front, the leader says, "All right, here they are. Have you gotten your clearance? Do you know if Blasto's gotten his clearance to leave system yet? He told us that he was going to have that by today."
He may be negotiating that as we speak, I suspect. Duke, get these loaded on the ship. Be very careful with them, and remember that the normal inspection is waived for these.
He nods, or this guy you've taken as the de facto leader nods, and stands by as you do this. So when did you guys start? I didn't see you guys here the other day.
We're new to the system. How long have you been working with Blasto?
Well,
Blaso. I know his name. Blasto just sounds cooler.
No wonder you came at cheap wages. Sorry, that's just so funny. We make use of his services from time to time. He doesn't ask questions, and that's the way we like it. So I wouldn't say we've used him very long. We don't like to use any hauler too long. They'll start to think that
he seems agreeable enough. They
deserve more pay. So yeah, he's agreeable enough. If he stops the drinking, be all right. In this time, you guys are. It doesn't take long. It's a very small place. The carts are. So Biff, they will have moved these carts to right near the edge of the landing pad, for you to grab one and move up to the ship.
And I'm doing that with the forklift.
Yeah, it would. These would be they're hand carts, but to get them on the ship, I think you would need a forklift, and there is one here. Nothing to write home about, but I would expect your character knows how to drive one of those little things around. Can't be that big of a deal. Is there? I don't think there's a piloting forklift skill.
Yeah, just the.
But there is a piloting, so
okay.
Easy. Give me an easy piloting skill on that, just to make sure you don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
Like run a fork through one, for example.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Okay.
You did say scan it, didn't you, boss?
Okay, so we want.
It is Biff rolling too. This could be bad.
So it was easy. Is that what you're giving me?
Yes, just one purple. It's a forklift. Your character works in the trade of mechanics and stuff, so he would probably have a pretty good idea how to drive one. But it is a tense situation, so.
Yeah, obviously. We've got a lizard shaking in a crate. I got 2 successes and 4 advantage.
Oh yeah, nice. You whip around like you know what you're doing with this thing. Like one of the guys I work with at my place, who's not even looking at it, on a cell phone, smoking a cigarette while he's picking one of these things up, barely paying attention.
I'm gonna try and distract these guys as Biff is loading up. So were you near the Great House meeting when the firefight broke out.
Are you kidding? I don't care about that stuff. Those guys are always trying to get in our pockets, and that's why we live here and work here on the station, because we don't want them taking all of our money for their dues. They aren't due them as much as we are. So,
Yeah,
I don't like the meddling.
Seems
So,
very inconvenient.
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the Great House has probably got what they deserve. Meddling for so many years.
They often meddle in your dealings?
Not directly, but one or two of them always are around. You can't trust that trader guild for anything. I mean, God, those guys will, steal the shirt off your back and then try and sell it back to you. Those guys are, people call us criminals, and he slaps you on the back. People call us criminals. Those traders, man.
Hey, listen, friend. We're new in town. I didn't come to the system to just load crates of whatever on ships. Perhaps you might know where I could find employment as a off-the-books employee.
Oh, that's above my pay grade, he says, and he stops. Like suddenly isn't quite as friendly. That's above my pay grade. He got cautious for some reason. No, sorry, I don't know. You'll have to find somebody else who can answer that.
No worries, friend.
If you want to roll, you've got a scanner, right?
Yep, I've got a scanner.
They're not going to notice you doing this. Is it mechanics that uses the scanner? Identify a fault with a machine,
probably.
restoring wounds destroyed, or computers.
Seems right.
Either one. I've got the same ability in both computers and mechanics.
Just make me an average mechanics roll then, just to make sure you use it. You can do this on the fly with nobody noticing because of your massively amazing forklift skills. If you ever need to A-team a vehicle and while you're locked into a warehouse, just remember Biff can drive a forklift.
There, I'm your man. Fully certified. 4 successes, 1 advantage.
Yowzers. Okay. The scanner detects a heat signature and what it reads as kind of a sleeping pulse. Does that make sense? Not a do, just kind of a, as if whatever's inside of it's asleep. There's definitely a warm something inside of it, the one you're moving, and the pulse that it's getting from it asleep is what you're reading off this thing. You've got that scanner tuned to a surgical instrument, so it's able to pick it up through this. So, all right.
So I'm gonna continue loading if I'm not already done loading. But once I'm done,
you can load. You can grab another one. The way I'm envisioning this is essentially the 3 crates were lined up really close to the landing pad. Phil and the leader of this group are having their discussion probably 10 feet away from where they were sat down at. So you're whizzing behind Phil as you pick one up and move it. So you're close enough, if that makes sense, to yell at him something stupid without it being obvious you're yelling it from across the hangar bay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably get the stuff loaded, and then I'm gonna either drive by or I'm gonna pull up to finally park the forklift kind of behind the conversation, and I'm gonna throw out a statement to the effect of, those were a lot harder to load up than the potatoes from yesterday.
So
I just want to make it. Hold up, I got to make this roll just for fun because I want to roll some dice. He's only got a 2 intelligence, but stranger things have happened. All right, let's see. Oh,
jeez.
He got 2 successes on a formidable roll, and a whole crap ton of threat. he scratches his 10 potatoes. Is that weird tree thing from Trend? Like, and he points back to his one of his buddies. He goes, "I thought that was you were just joking about that." and so he's turned around. You see what I'm doing there? So he's totally lost contact with you guys. He's turned around and said, "I thought that was a joke," and am I envisioning this in your head right? So
yeah. Okay,
he somehow has heard of it before, and it stunned him so much that he completely dropped his guard to turn around and talk to his crew, to those three guys who are just standing there laughing, and they're dumbfounded as well. They're like, "What?"
It's slashing time. I never agreed on a signal for Slashik.
I know. I'm just sitting there waiting.
Well,
I assume potato.
The potato as well. So,
Jake, maybe you should make an intelligence roll to see if Slashik picks up that it's time for fighting.
I was thinking of a perception roll because I'm in a crate and I had to listen for potato. So,
well, no, okay. So here, let me give you a perception roll. It's going to be easy because it wasn't said once; it was said twice.
Yeah, everyone's laughing about potato trees now.
Everybody's laughing about potatoes. So, if you're paying any attention, you would have gotten.
Okay, so let me try my perception here.
If you missed it completely, then
oh shit!
Yeah.
All right, I failed, and I have one advantage. Failed. So
you don't hear it.
I don't hear it, but I should maybe just poke my head out from the top just to see I haven't heard anyone say potato yet. And just kind of poking to see where everyone is.
You hear everybody laughing and don't know what's going on. So
okay, yeah.
Feeling left out, you poke your head up. You want to know what the joke is. So,
nice.
What was that? That's all you've got.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Biff and Phil roll the initiative roll.
Yeah, I'm drawing my blaster.
Right. So for you guys, it's cool. It's always easy. Or it's always simple. So there's no dice. But you are both getting one boost die for that. You are prepared. You were expecting this. Jake, give me just a standard one, a standard cool, because you are expecting to do this. And our buddies over here.
And when you say standard, you mean I don't roll against anything? I just roll.
Correct. Yeah. Initiative, you don't roll anything. You're just looking for successes.
I've got 2 success.
Okay. So
I'll be right back. I'm just getting water.
All right.
I have 2 success.
2 successes. Okay. And Biff?
Biff?
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm sorry.
No worries.
You wanted me to boost this?
Yeah. You get one of the blue boost dice because you're prepared for the ambush.
Gotcha. Okay. I got 2 successes.
Hold up. Let's look at mine. So you got 2. Oh, wow. You guys are cooking. I don't think these guys are going to be quite so good. No. And the other guys are minions. I didn't write theirs down. I think they're probably at one more of those. Yep. So you got 1. And they got nothing. All right. Okay. So the slots. Just so you guys know, it is all 3 of you, and then the 2 groups of NPCs. So the leader is 1, and the 3 guys are a second group.
Okay.
From what you can see, they are all just in plain clothes.
Okay.
So it's 3 NPC slots and 3 PC slots in whatever order you guys want to take them, and then 2 NPCs for me.
All right. So it's blasting time.
Yeah, you and Jake are at short range of the leader, and you're at medium range of the group of 3 guys.
Just so
Jake,
I can get
you're the opposite of that.
Right. So I'm closer to the 3 baddies, not the leader. Phil's closer to the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have, as far as you know, they have 0 clue that you're there. So they're all looking at. Really, the leader and those 3 are looking at each other. That's perfect. That's why they're going last. They rolled very poorly as well. So.
And as far as my range to them, am I at range 1?
You're at short. Yeah, That would be so much easier in this game, wouldn't it? You're at short range, so a single maneuver would get you into melee with them.
Okay, I understood.
It would take, I think, 2 maneuvers to get you into melee with the leader, because one would move you from medium to short, and then the short to engage would be the second one. So,
Phil, do you want to start us off since you're kind of closest?
And the second thing I'll make note of is I believe most of y'all's weapons have a stun setting.
Exactly what I was about to say. So knowing that we were trying to take prisoners, I'm going into this with my blaster on stun to begin with.
Okay. Anybody else before we get to gunning these guys down?
Yeah, I think being on stun setting would be a good thing.
I'm just gonna pull my punches. It'll be fine.
All right.
So is the axe staying in the box, or is the axe coming out of the box?
Why don't you not ask questions and just do your part, okay?
Play your part. I'm the combat
Just play
guy.
your part. I'll play mine, and we'll just.
Biff's not able to aim correctly unless there's 2 things he can point at. So might have trouble with one target in front of him. We'll see. All right. So whichever one of you wants to go first.
All right. Quick question: is there anything I could dive behind for cover?
Yeah, you got a forklift right beside you.
All right, so I'm gonna use my maneuver to just hop behind that, and then blast leader guy, whose name I never got.
Yeah, you never did get this guy's name.
We'll get it later.
Just I was reading this up earlier because I was like, I have a feeling this is what's going to happen. Stun weapons can critical somebody, so it is possible to kill somebody with a stun weapon. So it's like a taser in a sense. Like if the guy really rolls bad, like he has a heart attack. But it's up to GM's discretion. It's GM's discretion really at that point.
Okay.
So and I'm not gonna let you kill this guy with a stun unless something really bad happens.
Yeah, if you get what do you call it? Not the triumph, the opposite.
Yeah,
if you get like 2 of those.
If something like that happens, it'll be really bad. Okay, so you dive behind the forklift, and I'm guessing is what you're doing, correct?
The stun sound effect.
You're at short range.
Short range.
He has no defense.
All right, so short range is 1 purple die, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's an easy shot.
All right. It is 2 success, no advantage either way.
Okay.
So that is actually going to be 11 strain damage because my blaster is awesome.
It is apparently it is awesome. Let me check this guy's stat. I have a sticky note.
Excuse me. I need to put 1 black die in there. I forgot. Okay, it's blank.
What was the black die for?
It has to go with it. My blaster actuator module.
Okay.
The mod for my weapon.
Right. Okay.
It gives you 1 extra damage to begin with, but you also have a black die.
I gotcha.
That you have to roll.
Soak affects stun or strain too, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Your shot hits him like square in the back of the neck. He drops down to a knee. Doesn't go out, but he is. Does that make sense?
He's a little sleepy.
He's something hit him, and he doesn't know what it was, and he's about to go down. He's gotten hit. He's down for the 8. He's at 8 count at this point. Next, that's Phil Zapparoni.
Kurt, you want to go, or do you want me to?
I'll go ahead and go.
Okay.
And you get the bat cleanup.
Yeah.
Almost literally.
Yeah. So given the description on the leader, I think I will go ahead and focus my shots at the 3 guys, that group, as a non-player character.
Okay.
So that is medium.
Yes. So that's
range
2 dice
for me. Okay, 2 dice. And let me get rid of this. So I've got the 2, and then my is 3, and then because I'm doing the stun setting, is that just how we calculate the damage? I don't have to add anything different to my
I don't
die
think
roll?
so. You know, on that
It's
one,
just
Phil?
the normal damage.
Just normal, but it does it as
It's
strain
just-
damage.
Yeah, it's a strain instead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have. Holy cow! This isn't
Ooh,
good. I got.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Biff. I think
Yep.
you actually can only shoot at short range when you change the setting to stun.
Ah, so you got to move forward then before.
Okay.
Or
No,
just
he's
shoot the leader.
if he wants to shoot the medium range guys. But I mean, the leader is still conscious, so he can still act. He's just
Oh.
yeah. He's still conscious. He's just you can tell it very heavily affected him. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
I took it as in he actually got stunned and was out for the count.
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay,
no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's almost doing the sort of like that really hurt, but he's not unconscious from it. So
Okay. So I'll go ahead and shoot at the leader character. It didn't go very well. I got 1 failure and
Well, if you
3
roll-
advantage.
but you rolled 2 purple dice, right?
I did.
Yeah, so just re-roll the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Okay.
Because it's only
Let
one
me-
purple dice.
Yeah, that might.
Let me eliminate that. Okay, so I got 2 successes and 1 advantage.
Okay,
So
so what does your weapon
two-
damage do?
my damage is 6. So I add the 2 successes, so that would be 8.
Right.
8 strain. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be 8 strain.
Yeah.
He drops and he crumples to the ground from your hit. You hit him square in the back, and he's down. You see a small hand blaster scatter across the concrete. It looked like he was trying to draw it when you guys started shooting at him. Jake,
All right.
you
So
have 3 guys
Yeah.
right in front of you, looking the wrong direction.
No
So I got
problem.
a question. I have
Yes.
a question. So the advantage that I rolled in my combat here, can I now spend that to the advantage of
Yes.
Jake's?
Ooh, I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can
you
you
can.
use it
If
from
you
across
get-
the room?
Well, if you get 1 advantage on your attack, then you can use that advantage to supplement someone else. Not you, but the next
I guess so.
ally's roll. You give them a
Against
boost
that
die, I think.
guy, or
Yeah, it says adds 1 boost dice to the next allied active character's check.
Right.
It doesn't
which
have
would
any
be unique.
restriction on range or anything else like that. So, yeah, if you want to.
Yes, I would like to do that. I want to boost
Fantastico.
Jake's stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Um,
Oh, and
I'm
also just remember with minions, which are what those 3 are,
Yeah.
criticals kill them,
Kill.
or if it's a stun weapon, it knocks them out immediately.
Right.
So
And also,
just keep that in
don't
mind for using those advantages and things.
and damage will leak over to all 3 potentially. Like if you ended
Yes.
up doing more damage to 1, it could just continue because they're like a group of minions.
Correct. That's what happened with Phil in the previous session where he shot 2 guys because
Okay.
he did enough to pass their soak, kill both. Because their soak only works once. So
Right.
if they have a soak of 2, it's not 2 and then you take away hit points to kill 1 and then another 2 to take away hit points. It's just the group has a 2. So you can if you rolled like you did against that stormtrooper captain, you might kill all 3 of them. Who knows? So
Hold on 1 second.
or knock them out. I'm not sure what you're going for.
He must be sharpening his brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
He's thinking about it. My first
All right.
maneuver is to sharpen everything in the case.
So I hear the stun shots going, so I'm like, oh shoot, it's game time. So my action, or I'm sorry, not my action, but
You're
my
squirrely again, your sound.
yeah. Oh, am I squirrely again?
you're robotic.
It should pass. It should pass. All good things will pass. All right.
Oh.
So I'm going to get out of the crate, and my movement is going to be to close that distance to the 3 guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's still garbly, it's still kind of robotic, but
As long
you can
as
do that.
hear me.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
good.
you're close enough that you can get engaged with them with your maneuver.
And I actually am going to use the vibro axe at this point, and I'm more looking to disarm, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna kind of give a nice big swing here.
Disarm.
Disarmed, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
in classic
yeah.
Star Wars tradition, maybe that's exactly
Yeah.
what'll happen. No good story would go without at least one disarmament, right?
That's right. And then let's see. I get a boost because of Kurt. And do I get a boost because they're not looking at me? They're like staring at Phil and stuff, or no? Is that not? Or is that just the difficulty?
No, the difficulty is just from melee. It has a flat difficulty.
Oh, that's right. 2.
So yeah, it's always 2. But no, I'll give you 1. They're definitely looking the wrong direction. They have no clue you're there. The one that the leader of the group at least had a vague idea that there were 2 guys behind him. But they have no clue that there's a third person in the room,
So
or
potentially
a
one
third
extra boost.
killer. Yeah. So you're gonna get 1 from Kurt, and you're gonna get 1 from me.
Oh, hot diggity, guys! This is gonna be awesome. Get ready for the rain. The
The
rain. of
robotic
blood.
Trandoshan.
All right, I'm gonna roll, and let's see what we got here. Oh wow, that was actually pretty lame. Not what I was expecting at all. I got 1 success with 5 advantage. Okay, so that
Okay.
means that. Oh, this is perfect. Actually, this is
you
perfect.
just cleaned up. There
No,
you
no,
go.
no.
Voice just got better.
Your voice
Oh,
just got
good.
better.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do.
Suddenly.
I'm going to use the 4. What did I say? I had 4 advantage, right?
4 or 5. You had a bunch.
I have 1 success with 5 advantage. 1 success, 5 advantage. So I'm going to use the 5 advantage to activate the Sunder ability on my Vibro Axe. So the Sunder
good.
ability is really cool because that allows me to damage weapons instead of people. I mean, I'm still going to do damage to the people. It's going to be 9 damage. So I'm going to be doing 9 damage to the group. But I'm going to be able to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be able to cleave one of their weapons completely in half, and then another guy's weapon will be mildly damaged.
How does the mildly do? What does that mean?
I think that mild damage actually doesn't do anything unless they're talking about repairing it right now. Like it's not going to affect their combat. But
gotcha.
when I damage it, it goes from mild to mod to heavy to broken. So I broke someone's completely, and then I had 1 more advantage to mildly do someone else's.
Get one of
Wow.
those sheets of paper here. So your swing, I feel cruel doing this. Basically takes the head off of one of these guys, and your swing through cleaves the other guy's blaster that he's pulling. He's trying to draw a blaster, and you just 1 swoop as you leap through this thing, cut through one dude, and then go straight through the weapon of the next one, and then kind of your follow through bats aside the third guy, but
Perfect.
it doesn't actually do any real damage. You caught it, but you didn't really do anything to it. But in cleaving through that guy's weapon, you did some serious damage to him too. You might have taken his hand with it. He's still standing, but he doesn't have a weapon, and he looks like he's not going to be standing for very much longer.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
I was trying not to kill them.
Well, it's hard not to kill with that vibro axe.
Yeah, I do
Not going to
say
have a
that.
handle left for all the notches you're going to be putting in.
Well,
the
at least we have one guy without a weapon, and he doesn't seem to. He's not going to fight back, which is good.
No, that guy is going to take off and run.
Excellent.
He's going to try and, oh my God, and he's going to run. He's going to try and turn and run. I assume you jumped in front of the door. You came out of the way to keep them inside the room. So
Good.
he's going to head off. He's going to run full tilt towards the office.
Okay.
And the other guy's going to follow and firing back over his shoulder at you. So he's going to get to, for one maneuver, gets into short range. He'll take 2 strain to get, because he's scared. He's going to take 2 strain to run to medium range and then fire back at you with his blaster.
Okay.
And, which probably won't be super effective now at medium range. And let's see. And he did hit 1 success. Magical. Where's their damage at? Damage.
So my soak value is 7.
Okay. Well, he does 6 total to you. Pew, 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 as he shoots back. He would make contact, but I guess your physique would have absorbed most of that, right?
Right.
Do you Does anyone here have a defense, like anything that provides defense? It's all
Phil.
just so.
Yeah.
You have something.
I've got
Okay,
one
just
defense.
remind me of that one if I'm attacking you.
Sure.
So I can, well, he definitely makes contact. It's a glancing shot, does no damage.
Right.
And you can see he's terrified now. He's just seen as far as he knows, he's just seen his leader guy get gunned down. He doesn't know he got stunned. He just saw him get gunned down twice, and then the guy next to him had his head cut off, and the one right next to him that's running in front of him is missing a hand. So they're running as scared as they can towards the office, and that will finish that turn. So
you said that they use strain to kind of really bolt, so they're like at medium range now.
yeah, they're both at medium range because that's as far as they could get.
Okay.
The one guy just essentially double maneuvered. He moved one and boosted one, and then the other guy did the same thing and took strain to get away and take a shot. So,
Okay. So for Phil and Biff, do you guys either want to try and stun them, or do you want me to go first and just try and run them down? Because I think with my athletics, I might be able to pin the guy with the remaining weapon at least, like pounce him. Or if you guys think it would be just cleaner to stun him, I'll let you guys try that.
Let's
y'all
have this
have any-
conversation in character.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true.
yeah.
All right. Do you guys want him, or do you want me to get him?
Get him.
Affirmative, boss.
All right, so let me. I'm going to use my movement to get to short range. Then I'm going to use 2 strain to move again,
Okay.
and I'd like to use my athletics to kind of like before leap through the air and pin the guy. Or if I don't know, we'll see how
I
well
think we're
pin.
going to have to make that a brawl check on this one.
Okay,
It's going to have to
brawl
be a
check.
brawl.
Do it.
Unless you're trying to kill him.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
was
it's a
yeah, trying to pin.
it's a brawl, so it's the same. It's a 2 dice
Okay.
thing, but the damage is done as strain, I believe, is how this works.
Sure.
The difference between brawl and melee.
Maybe if I roll really well, I'll get a.
Yeah, so you can
both.
hit him without killing him. You're trying not to kill him, unless you're using the axe. If you're using the axe,
No. Just my axe is on the back now. I'm just kind of
okay.
pounce him. All right, let me roll and get something good here. Let's see. Excellent. 5 successes and 5 successes and 1 threat. Brawl is my my best thing. So
Yeah,
5
I don't-
successes and 1 threat.
Well, you get 1 extra strain from the threat.
Gotcha.
That's all I can do with that. He goes down in a heap. You tackle him, and he cracks his head against the Duracrete.
Oh,
the
do you want me to use that as actual strain? Because I could give you the damage with that then. Or does it not matter?
What's the? I'm sorry.
Oh no, never mind.
Well, I mean, you're doing 5 successes is what he's had, right?
Right. Plus 7,
Right.
which would be all towards his strain, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. He goes down in a heap, and
Okay.
you tackle him, and he cracks his head on the floor. He's out cold. The other guy will make it in the office unless y'all do something. The one with the weapon is the one. that
FiOS
you
is not
tackle
cable.
down.
We're wired.
Correct.
So that's Jake. The other 2 of you do have a chance to move. He would have
Yeah.
made it to the door. He hasn't made it into the office yet. The other guy, and Jake gets this other one just outside the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up. And if I'm in short range, then
You would be.
take a stun shot
All right.
at this guy. So let's see. So short range. Boop,
You're gonna do an aimed shot at him then?
boop. We got to be close enough to stun him, unless
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
gotta be at
just
least
blast him.
reasonable.
Okay.
I just got 1 success, but that is, with my blaster, it's 10 strain. So
Yeah. You hit him square in the back, and he does kind of a his arms flail out, and he topples over a chair that's sitting inside the office as he runs through the door. And he's out cold. You can see
Nice.
he lands crudely over the back of this chair, and crumples to the ground on the other side. No movement. The room goes quiet, or the entire place goes quiet.
all right.
Good work, guys.
Now to you guys,
Very
yeah.
good work.